And spawning. Oh, I should actually fix that. That should be the other one. There it is. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gressvan, we have the German Protoss player representing K10 Esports. It is ForJumy. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Brazilian Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Kelazhur. I'm a part of social media. Oh. Hello, no clone. Hello. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Ay, ay, ay. As we are getting ready for our PvT, Kelazhur, he's always a really exciting player to cast just because he's so quirky. I even remember him recently playing like mech against Protoss, for example, or going for these like really committed all-ins, these proxy 1-1-1s in TvT. Always a lot of fun to watch. Always a lot of fun. And here, we can see him going for a very economic opener. He's going for a Rax Expand, is going for a single gas opener. So, isn't looking to be too aggressive. And ForJumy is going for a Probe Scout, and he should be able to confirm this as well. As he does dip in. Say that probe is going to be forced back. A lot of damage was done to that worker. Ay, ay, ay. And Kelazhur is going to be able to get his base up on location without too much issue. ForJumy does confirm that. So he's fully aware of that single gas opening. Back at home, ForJumy actually making his Zealot first. He's going to be sending it across the map. So he wants to try to punish this CC. He wants to try to slow it down. He's got his Zealot on the way. He's chronoing out his Adept, which will soon meet up with that Zealot as well. Again, the goal here is to delay the CC on the low ground. And this Kelazhur just transitioning, you know, working on his Marine count, getting his factory up and running. Bunker is on the way to help deal with these initial units. And the Reaper does come across the Zealot. Zealot trying to use the Fog at War here. Trying to up. Come at me. So fun fact, the Reaper actually cannot attack the Zealot without getting into melee range. That's just how the steam vents work. So yeah, Zealot survived. Zealot did survive. Reaper has to get the hell out of there. But the bunker finishes up back at home. So the Zealot is going to be zoned away. Meanwhile, across the map, the Reaper does slip into the main base and does get eyes on the Twilight Council. So he's fully aware of the potential Blinkstalker opener. No Oracles, no Phoenixes. As everything's looking pretty normal from the side of Kelazhur. It's a 1-1-1. Looks to be the beginnings of a Widowmine drop opener. Meanwhile, oh my god, ForJumy! As he's dealing with the Reaper across the map, he is not going for Blink, by the way. Oof. As he is struggling to deal with this Reaper, being punished for having his Adepts across the map and not having them at home to defend. 2 probes go down, and Kelazhur, does he check the gases? We can see that very little mining is happening there in those gas geysers. And Kelazhur, if he does click on them, then he will notice. And that would be the tell here that his opponent is going for a Zealot, what looks to be an all-in. Oh no! But the harass doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Oh. As another 2 probes go down. Hellion getting even more damage done, and it's not over, by the way. We have another form of aggression in these Widowmine drops. Meanwhile, ForJumy is going for a 2-base all-in. We have, how many gates at home? We have, Jesus. 4 gates in the natural, we have 1 gate in the main, and we have 2 across the map. 7 gate all-in. Let's go. Did I say 7? 8 gate all-in off of 2 bases. ForJumy wants to end the game one way or another. There is no follow-up, there is no transition. Meanwhile, the mine dropping comes in, and ForJumy, does he react in time? It looks like, oh no! Oh, he splits a little bit too late. 9 probes go down, and this is disastrous You may be wondering, oh, but ForJumy, he's all in anyway, right? Like, does it matter? I mean, ForJumy, he doesn't have the economy to actually sustain 8-gate production. He can't afford to warp in 8 units at a time. We have a scan. The army has been spotted. Boys are being pulled. Second bunker is already done. And we can't break this. It's just not going to happen. Kelazhur cannot, will not be broken. We have a couple of sentries. With force fields, we can deny surface area, and which means we can maybe we can get some more damage done with reduced repairs. Here we go. So let's say dive on forward. 12 probes go down across the map. But the bunker refuses to die. GG gets called, and Kelazhur takes game number 1. GG. After just snowballing out of control with his harassment, whether it was the Reapers or the Hellions or the Mine Drop, it was really cool to see ForJumy go for a 2-base all-in like that, going for the 8-gate charge all-in, but unfortunately, without a good economy behind it, it does kind of take the wind out of the sails of that all-in, and it really did slow down ForJumy. Oh, GG. GG, well played. As we're diving into game number 2. Okay, all in, let's go. I mean, it's powerful. Like, fun fact, it was last night in Gamers 8. Classic, he went for an 8-gate charge all in against Cyril, and he, everyone kept saying it. He should have won that game. it was on Babylon. Should have. It was powerful, Pop. It was powerful. Unfortunately, wasn't able to work out in game 1 here in this series, as spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have our Brazilian Terran player representing Team Liquid. It is Kelazhur. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, and with a very suspicious probe. Yep. A very suspicious probe. Make sure to eat your greens. Make sure you eat your broccoli. As in the top right-hand corner, we have the German Protoss player for K10 Esports. It is ForJumy. Oh, let's go. So this is a proxy 4-gate? Yep. There's no gases, by the way. We have 2 gateways, and I think we're just banking up here for additional gateways. There we go. There is the 3rd gate from ForJumy. Give us the 4th. Give us the 4th gate. As Kelazhur, for the time being, is none the wiser. It looks like it's only going to be 3 gateways here from ForJumy. He's dipping into the main. Gonna be making it, basically he wants to make it look like a regular probe scout, keep the attention of Kelazhur in his own bases. As we're just gonna make nothing but slow lots. Zealots are on the way. Again, there's no gas, there's no transition, there's no warp gate, there's no cyber core. We're just all in. Meanwhile, Kelazhur is going for a racked expand, and he doesn't know what's going on. He did an SCV scout, didn't Reaper scout, or he's not checking anything for the time being. Reaper is on the way, and this will get eyes on things. I'm really curious to see how Kelazhur reacts. I'm loving the pylon on the high ground. ForJumy, he can cancel this and allow these zealots to get into the main, or just keep it for high ground vision. Probe does fall. Here we go. Zealots are rocking up. There's that cancel. Zealots do make their way into the main. We're going for the depot. Boys are being pulled. So we have a Marine coming out. Good positioning here out of Kelazhur. Bunkers. We get a surround. No! The first zealot goes down. Ay, ay, ay. The first zealot goes down. We fully wall off. Bunkers on the way. And I think Kelazhur is not fine yet. He can repair the depots, but that one depot here is going to go down. It should not finish. It's going to be close. Up. Oh, is going to be cancelled. Zealots are flooding into the main base. Bunker is now done. SCVs are going down, but we can afford to lose some workers. We can afford it. Yeah, and ForJumy just doesn't have enough steam. He's just run out of zealots. the low ground CC wasn't even cancelled. I thought we were going to force to cancel. Not even. It's going to finish. Oh my god. And Kelazhur, he even has the freedom to send his Reaper across the map to just wreak havoc here in the mineral line. Hellion can kite for days as well. Oh, the wall is not a wall. Zealots do make their way in, but again, with good repairs, the bunker, it's not going to go down. There's no way it does. Boys, they're being pulled. Reaper forcing his opponent even more all in. To have 3 more Zealots on the way. Let's go, Papi, let's go. Meanwhile, Kelazhur, he's having fun with this Hellion. Just been kiting. Oh god, the probes, no, don't line up! Don't line up against the Hellion. As the wall is finished, we have a Marauder, we have a Cyclone as well. GG gets called, and Kelazhur will take the series 2-0. GG. GG. In a very chaotic series. Game 1 ForJumy attempted to go for a 2-base 8-gate charge all in. Here in game 2, went for a 1-base 3-gate slow lot all in. And I wouldn't be surprised if a big reason for this, we mentioned it as we were getting into the series, ForJumy, he wasn't an accident leading up to this event. And because that his arm was injured and he actually couldn't like play properly for a while, it's very possible that because of that he may not be feeling too confident it may even be impairing him from like playing out longer games. I'm not too sure like how severe like his injury was. Like I know for example like Cure was playing like with a sling in DreamHack Yongshipping, and I don't think ForJumy was in a sling necessarily, but even the lack of practice leading up to the tournament may just mean that every game that ForJumy plays is an all-in. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. We'll see. We'll see if this is the beginning of a trend, and if ForJumy just cheeses his way through the group, just because of things outside of his control, which would be a shame. But regardless, it's cool to see him competing nonetheless. GG, GG, well played. As we are now done with our 3rd series. We are done with our 3rd series. We have a couple more ahead of us. Again, only 5 best of 3s tonight. We don't want to go too much over time, especially with Gamers 8 in a couple of hours, so there are plenty of matches to cast. We wanted to keep it a little bit shorter tonight, a little bit shorter. Only have 2 left. Regardless, now with 3 done, we're going to be going on a short break. We can take this moment to get some water, to hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, massage all of your marines as well. Every one of them. And when we return, we have 2 series left. We have Lambo versus Kelazhur. We get some more Diego, papi, some more Diego. And we also have Hearthstone versus ForJumy as well. So yeah, after the break, got 2 more series. See you soon. Oh.